This is how I survive seasonal depression every winter. If you're watching this video right now, there's a very good chance that it's winter. The days are short, the sun disappears before you're even done with work, you wake up in the dark, you come home in the dark, and somewhere in between you're expected to feel focused, motivated, productive, and emotionally stable. And if you're honest with yourself, that expectation feels ridiculous. Every winter, it's like someone quietly turns the dimmer switch down on your life. Your energy drops, your mood feels heavier, your motivation fades. Things that felt manageable a few months ago now feel effortful for no clear reason. And the confusing part is that nothing is wrong. Your life didn't suddenly fall apart, you didn't become lazy overnight. Yet internally, everything feels harder. And before we get into everything, I just want to go off script for just 1 minute and talk about something that I've experienced in my own personal life, and something that I've witnessed multiple times. In the area that I live in, there's a very large bridge that you have to cross over to get in and out of the city. And I kid you not, every single winter without miss, I see people on that bridge leaning over, contemplating you know what. And there have been two times where I have had to literally hold someone down with all my strength and phone the police at the same time to get them the help they needed. And it's kind of why I want to make this video. It's a very serious issue, and people really are dealing with this. It's why you're on this video right now, and I really hope that this video can help you a little bit. I don't think that it's gonna solve all your problems, but I do hope that it can at least help you a little bit. Anyways, let's get into all of it. So if you clicked on this video, I want to say this clearly right at the start. You're not broken, you're not weak, and you're not failing at life. You're dealing with seasonal depression. And in this video, I want to walk you through exactly how I survive it every single winter, not by pretending it doesn't exist, not by forcing fake positivity, but by understanding what's actually happening in your brain, adjusting your expectations, and building systems that work when motivation is low. What seasonal depression really is. Seasonal depression, also called seasonal affective disorder, isn't just feeling a bit sad when it gets cold. It's a predictable, reoccurring shift in how your brain and body function when daylight decreases. This matters because a lot of people frame seasonal depression as a personal failure, like it's a mindset problem or a discipline problem. It's not. At its core, seasonal depression is biological first, psychological second. Your brain evolved over thousands of years to use sunlight as its main timing signal. Light tells your nervous system when to wake up, when to feel alert, when to feel safe, and when to rest. When that signal weakens for months at a time, your internal systems don't malfunction, they adapt. That's why this hits so many people every year at roughly the same time. Same months, same symptoms, same internal shift. Why winter changes how you feel. Here's the science without the jargon. Sunlight regulates your circadian rhythm. Your circadian rhythm controls your sleep, your energy, your focus, your mood, and even how optimistic or pessimistic your thoughts feel. In winter, daylight decreases dramatically. That throws your circadian rhythm off. Your brain starts producing more melatonin, the hormone responsible for sleepiness. At the same time, serotonin, which plays a major role in mood and emotional regulation. This production of serotonin tends to drop, so now you're more tired and less motivated at the same time. Not because you lack discipline, but because your neurochemistry has shifted. On top of that, dopamine, the chemical linked to drive, anticipation, and reward, also tends to decrease, which is why things you normally enjoy can feel flat or muted. This is why brute forcing winter with willpower rarely works. You're trying to override deeply wired biological systems, and biology always wins that fight. The part most people miss. Seasonal depression usually doesn't arrive dramatically. You don't wake up one morning completely different. You slowly withdraw. You cancel plans more often. You move your body less. You stop initiating things. You tell yourself you'll feel better later. And because the change is gradual, it feels normal, until one day you realize you've been operating at half capacity for weeks or months. The biggest mistake people make is waiting until they feel awful to take action. By then, even small changes feel overwhelming. The real solution starts much earlier. My core rule for surviving winter. I don't wait to feel motivated. I don't wait to feel good. I design my winter life assuming motivation will be unreliable. Winter is not the season for chasing inspiration. It's the season for structure. Structure carries you when mood can't. Once you stop expecting winter to feel like summer, you stop fighting reality, that alone reduces a huge amount of mental friction. Early stage strategies. When winter first hits, the goal isn't to feel amazing. The goal is to prevent the downward spiral. At this stage, small inputs make a disproportionate difference. You're not trying to fix everything. You're trying to stop momentum from turning against you. The single most important habit I use in winter is light exposure. Within an hour of waking up, I make sure my eyes are exposed to bright light, ideally sunlight. If that's not possible, I use a proper light therapy lamp. Light is the primary signal your brain uses to set your internal clock. It tells your nervous system it's daytime, regulate hormones, stabilize mood, and when that signal is weak or missing, everything downstream starts to drift. The next layer is vitamin D. Vitamin D plays a role in mood regulation, immune function, and energy levels. In winter, most people's levels drop simply because there's less sunlight. When vitamin D drops, low mood, fatigue, and brain fog become more likely. Taking vitamin D doesn't cure seasonal depression, but it removes any unnecessary disadvantages. It gives your body back the input it normally expects. The next priority is movement. Not workouts, not intensity, just movement. A walk, stretching, getting your body out of stillness. Movement sends a simple message to your nervous system. You're active, you're engaged, you're not shut down. When energy is low, consistency matters more than effort. Intermediate strategies, creating stability. This is where environment becomes everything. In winter, your environment can either drain you or quietly support you. I simplify my days on purpose in winter. I reduce unnecessary decisions. I lean on routines. I make my days predictable in the ways that matter. Same wake up time, same morning rhythm, same non-negotiables. That kind of simplicity lowers cognitive load. And when your mood is fragile, having less to mentally juggle makes a real difference. From there, everything starts to revolve around sleep. Sleep becomes especially important in winter because it stabilizes everything else. Late nights are tempting, but they quietly make your mood more unstable over time. Consistent sleep and wake-up times are one of the most underrated tools for keeping your mood steady through the season. And if sleep is something you struggle with, I actually made a full video breaking down how to improve your sleep and fix your sleep schedule. I'll pop it up here if you want to go deeper on that. Common mistakes that make winter harder. One of the biggest challenges in winter is isolation. Even when you don't feel like talking or seeing anyone, human connection matters. It doesn't have to be deep conversations. Even simple interactions, being around people, or checking in with a friend can make a real difference. Isolation amplifies low mood, makes stress harder to manage, and can make small problems feel overwhelming. A final message for you. If you're struggling right now, I want you to hear this clearly. There is nothing wrong with you. You are responding normally to predictable seasonal conditions that humans have faced for as long as we've existed. The light will return, spring will come, your energy will rise again. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. And seriously, head down to the comments. People in this community share their experiences, tips, and support for one another, and it's amazing to see. So you might just find someone who gets it, or even help someone feel a little less alone this winter.